What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be talking about the 2005 thriller Red Eye, directed by Wes Craven. This movie stars Rachel McAdams as Lisa and Cillian Murphy as Jackson. They're the two main characters of the movie. So in this movie you have Rachel McAdams' character, Lisa. She's a hotel manager in Miami, and she had to fly to Dallas due to the death of her grandmother, and now she's on her way home to Miami. So she misses, or one of her planes gets delayed. She decides to take the red eye back to Miami from Dallas. And, it's really late at night. And in the terminal, she meets this man. And they start talking and flirting with each other and, having a good time. They board the plane and they find out they're seatmates. They're seated next to each other. So during the flight, they keep talking, and he keeps talking more about her past and everything. And as the movie goes on, you find out that Jackson is actually a hitman, or part of a hit squad that wants to use Lisa for his assassination plot, because the target he's hired to kill is staying at the hotel that Lisa works at. And he knows this because he tells her he's been following her for the last 2 months, finding out, what her favorite things are, what she eats, what she drinks, what are her night patterns like. To study everything he can about her. And he also threatens that if she doesn't make the call to have this political figure moved from one hotel room to the other, that he's going to kill her father, because he has a hitman sitting outside her house, or his father's house, rather, her father's house. So basically, this whole movie, 90% of it takes place on this plane. And, it's basically her she wants to warn her dad, because she's scared for his safety, and she wants to warn this political figure to get out of the hotel room, because by him getting moved to that hotel room, it makes it easier for the hit squad to take him out. Then at the end, like I said, mostly it takes place on the plane, but near the end it moves into the neighborhood and her dad's house, which is a really cool switch up, and it just it stays constant throughout. This movie doesn't really fluctuate as much. I really like this movie. Now, the only reason I heard about this movie is because I just recently watched Flight Plan, and everyone's like, oh, Red Eye came out the same year as that movie. It's kind of similar. And I'm like, I don't even know what Red Eye is. And, I looked it up. I saw the cast. I read the story, and I saw who it was directed by. And luckily, I found it at the library to rent. And I wasn't really disappointed. Like I've been saying, movies that take place in one location for, most of the movie, it better have good actors, a good story, and good directing. Otherwise, it would be boring as shit, frankly. And this movie has everything. Wes Craven everyone knows, was a great director, and this movie is no exception. The actors, Rachel McAdams and Cillian Murphy. If you don't know who Cillian Murphy is, he plays Scarecrow in Batman Begins and in the beginning of The Dark Knight, and he's also in Inception. He plays a very great villain. I think he was born to play these villain-type roles. Rachel McAdams, she plays her part perfectly. She doesn't oversell it, but she doesn't undersell it either. And, at times she's vulnerable, but times she's, very calm for the most part. There's some times where she gets shaken, but near the end she kind of regains herself and becomes, this badass, woman. And then the story is very good. I love thriller movies, and I love underrated thrillers, and I think this flew under the radar, no pun intended, because Wes Craven's known for Scream and Nightmare on Elm Street, but this kind of went undetected a little bit. But I really like this movie. There's really nothing bad I can say about it. I love the pacing. It's only 85 minutes, and they fit everything they need in that short amount of time. I kind of wish it was longer, but if it was longer, I think it would have been a mess. So I'm kind of glad, they kept it the length it was. Rachel McAdams is sexy as hell in this movie, like she is in every movie, but that's beside the point. She is a very great actress in this role. This is just one of her many roles that shows it. Cillian Murphy, he's always good in everything I've seen him in. Same with Rachel McAdams. They really carry the plot, and they really sell it just by those two actors alone, which you can tell they're good actors because of that. I'm going to give Red Eye an 8.8 out of 10. I would really like to buy this, but it is hard to find on Blu-ray. But I'll have to order it eventually. But yeah, that's Red Eye. So thanks for watching, guys. Please like, comment, let me know if you've seen this movie. I know a few of my subscribers have been asking me, talking about it at least, because I talked about Flight Plan. So I think some of my subscribers have seen it. But if you have, let me know what you liked or what you didn't like about this, or just let me know if you've seen it in general. And yeah, thanks for watching. That's it for right now, guys. I'll talk to you later. See ya.